Hey everybody, it's Harassed Monique, aka the Stoned Priestess. Today I just wanted to do just a random video because somehow I got sucked into the colorism wormhole. I'm probably going to be spilling some tea. Or not. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Alright, you guys. So, as you can see, I am a very, very, very light skinned mixed person. And I identify as mixed because my life experience has told me that that's how I should identify. And I don't rely on people to tell me how to identify. I don't let people tell me how to identify. I don't even let people tell me what to do with my hair or my makeup or anything in my life. I am very, very independent. I'm very stubborn. Once I set my mind on something, that is the way I do it. So if you're disappointed with the way that I want to present myself or the way that I want to identify myself, then stop fucking watching because you're just going to keep getting disappointed. Okay, so um obviously it's February, so it's Black History Month. And as I do every February is that I like to look at stuff that is related to Black ancestry and things about slave trade. And then I just got like into the whole colorism thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is colorism? I thought there was just only racism. Like, what the fuck is colorism? And so basically my take is that colorism, excuse me, this thing is like not behaving, and it never does on camera. So basically what colorism is that within the minority community, and it's in all parts of the world where there is a caste system as far as the type of skin color that you have. So the lighter that you are, the better you are, the more accepted or acceptable you are. The darker, the more or less desirable that you are. And it's in all kinds of cultures, not just in America. And it's usually in cultures and countries where Europe has settled and has indoctrinated this standard of beauty and so on and so forth. Okay, so let me just begin that as a child, I looked very different. I was darker, my hair was nappier, and I don't know what happened. Like, what part of my DNA decided to just like turn off or turn on. But like as I got older, it started to become more apparent that I am mixed with something. um I did do a 23 and me. Yes, so I did my mom, and I had inherited obviously like 50% of her DNA. She's mostly African and with like 6% European. My father is mostly European with like 18% or something, like African, something like that. So my dad is white passing. If I had to categorize him that way. So me and my dad are very, very, very fair, and my twin brother is very dark. Now I also have a younger brother who is from a different father, who is completely white. But me and my younger brother look more like twins than my actual twin brother. So when me and my actual twin brother were to go out, people would not believe that we were twins just because brother my brother actually does have a thinner nose. His nose, I mean, like his nose is very narrow, and my brother's lips are very thin, like almost non-existent. So it's really just based on his skin color, not his features, because his features are what you call it, Native American and white. So his facial features are more like Native American and white, but his skin is extremely dark, and he has very coarse hair. He has dreadlocks. So when people like are being told that he's my twin brother, they look at our skin color and they're just most likely like, no, it's not your twin brother. Same thing with my mom. I would be out with my mom, and people were shocked that my mom is my mom, but that she is. She's just very, very dark complected, and she has a much wider nose, and my lips are just about the same as hers, full and everything, and my nose is like sort of like in between this like thin and wide. I don't I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional or whatever. So anyways, like my features started to change as I got older, and while I wanted to identify as being black when I was growing up, I wasn't necessarily accepted, because my skin color was still not as dark as my relatives. And there was one time that they had, thrown mud at me in an attempt to make me black, and there's a lot of emotional abuse and stuff that happened with that side of the family, and I do not ever like talk to them, like ever, at least with that side of the family. I have another side of the family that's way more accepting, and they are just really cool people. I'd much rather hang out with them. So with this whole like colorism thing, from my understanding, I hear that it's impossible, or it's impossible for reverse racism, or it's impossible for reverse colorism. That I don't quite understand, because in my point of view, like, everyone has the ability to be racist, but not everyone has the ability to be systematically racist. You know what I mean? So you, like, a white person cannot be systematically racist. Okay, so a white person cannot experience systematic racism. Okay, but a white person can be reverse racist, or like or a black person can be racist towards a white person, but a black person cannot systematically put white people in a position that is disadvantaged. If I'm making any sense, because it's like it's there in my head, but I'm having a hard time like translating. It's a thing that happens to me, because I'm an alien. So that's the way that I understand it. Now, as far as reverse colorism goes, I don't know. I don't know if I'm not sure about it, because a lot I've had a lot of like bad experiences with darker skinned women who have bullied me and made me feel less than a human being, which is another reason why I don't identify with being completely black, because I just don't feel like I'm accepted within my own community, and I can't relate, because my life experience is not the same. I have never felt in danger around police. I've never been followed around in a store. I've had been given weird looks when I'm with my mom, because she is so dark, and I'm pretty sure they're wondering what the dynamic is there. Um, I've I've just never really I've benefited from light skin privilege my entire, like, most of my life, and I like taking advantage of it. So I mean, I don't know why I can't take advantage of it. Is it a bad thing to take advantage of it? I don't really know. Like, I mean, it's, I think everybody's taking advantage of their own things in their own little way. But for me, it feels right. Have I, participated in colorism? I'm not sure if I have. Maybe I have, just because I don't have any, like, black friends. Even though I am from South Florida, there's plenty of them to go around. I do have black acquaintances. I hang out with a few of them. And of course, these guys, like, have had crushes on me, or they hit on me a lot, but I don't feel attracted to them. And the women that I'm friends with, there's just maybe just one dark skinned woman that I'm friends with, and that's just about it. In the other ones I'm friends with, they're light like me. So I don't know if I'm contributing to colorism, because it's not something that's on my mind. It's not like I'm going out of my way to not be friends with dark skinned people. It's just happened to be that way because of the interests that I have. I do LARPing, if it's live action role playing. I do I do karaoke, and and I don't really leave the house that much. And in those scenes, there's a lot of black people, of course, but um, I find it hard to make friends anyway. So it's kind of hard for me to determine whether or not I am contributing to colorism. I I would have to say that I don't necessarily like watching black TV because I don't feel a connection. It's not, and you know, I don't want to be accused of not trying to find a connection. It's just that when I'm watching a trailer or a movie that's made by like black producers, made up of mostly black casts, the situations in those movies are not, they're not relatable to me because my life experience does not. Because when I watch TV and when I watch movies, I watch because I feel like I can relate to it, and if I can't relate to it in any way, then I don't feel any kind of excitement watching it. I do love the Tyler Perry movies. That's a different story. Those are like comedy, but like drama driven movies, I don't I don't watch them. But comedy movies like Big Mama's House or like the Tyler Perry movies, all of them, they're hilarious. I love them. I love Damon, what's his name? Damon Wayans. I love the Wayans brothers. And actually, if I had to say what black comedian I would date, I would say Damon Wayans. I think he's really cute, and I don't know. I like him. He's really goofy, and I like that. Um, and Will Smith. Yeah. So anyway, I feel like my life experience has taught me that I can embrace it. I can embrace the fact that I'm light skinned mixed person, and I enjoy it. If that disappoints you, I'm sorry, but you know, I'm just going to be honest. And I don't know how you feel. Like when I watch these videos about these dark skinned people having so many issues, I do feel bad. I feel bad, but since I can't put myself in there, like I can put myself in their position, like emotionally, but I can't I can't compare my life with their life and say, "Hey, look, I've experienced the same thing." Like I feel bad. I genuinely do feel bad that these women are experiencing such hardship when it's really unnecessary. It's uncalled for and it's so wrong. Um, but I can't put myself in their shoes as far as my life experience goes because I've never felt like I've had to worry about anything, and I've always felt relatively safe. And my boyfriend is white, and he tries to he tries to dig at me and just remind me that I'm still a person of color. Like, duh, of course I'm still a person of color. And yes, I do have there is a chance that I could be you know arrested for absolutely no reason. But the chances of that happening, I feel like it's like 25-50%. It's very, very slim because like it's not like I do anything that would put me in a position where, you know, I'm a very cautious person. I don't go to protests. I don't I don't put myself in a position where I would have to see a police officer. At least not anymore. When I was younger, um I actually did use my light skin privilege to steal a bunch of stuff, and I went through this whole phase where I was like a kleptomaniac, and I probably stole over thousands of dollars of stuff. So there's that. That's another life experience that not a lot of minorities, like dark skinned minorities, can relate to. So I can't really relate to a lot of the struggle that most dark skinned people deal with. Do I feel bad? Yes. But there's nothing. It's not like there's nothing that I can do about it. I don't feel like there's anything that I can do to help because it's just I feel like that's just the way the world is. The world is a shitty fucking place, and the world and the people take shit on other people for absolutely no reason, and it sucks. And I think everybody has their own struggles to deal with. And I'm really trying not to minimize their struggle, because I know that it's real. I know that it's messed up. I'm trying to, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I think I'm just failing miserably at this. Yeah, so like that was just something I felt like it's just something I felt like I wanted to do, because I've been watching a lot of these videos and it's just so fucked up. And if anything, it's made me more aware of how lucky I am, I guess. I don't have a lot of Black friends to discuss this with, because I just don't. So it's not like I can have these conversations with them, and it's not like I can go out on the street and test this whole like colorism theory, even though we all know that it exists. All right, so that's it. Again, my name is Hadassah Monique, aka the Stone Priestess. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.